Hi guys, my name is Crystal and my phone's been playing up this morning. So I'm just going to go back to where I left off on the other video. I've been out. I'm going to say this quietly. I don't want to swear. I want to be my normal self. I don't want to turn into I don't want that person that's bullying me to turn me into someone like them. So I'm going to say it quietly and I'm going to say it firmly. I was bullied yesterday morning by a certain individual who has got access to a load of computers. They've got a load of access to different phones, and they are bombarding me with spam, and they're abusing me online. And this happened in 2020 with a certain Australian guy who I tried to befriend and tried to be nice to him. I sent this guy a Christmas card, and it was done to be nice because I'm a nice person. And this bullying started simply because he mistook me for someone else. I was accused of being a police officer, and there is a certain person online that is an ex-police officer, and it's not me. So he got the wrong end of the stick, he accused the wrong person, and he started a barrage of abuse on me, online and off, and it sent me into a deep, severe depression. I wouldn't leave my flat for 3 days. This person made death threats, and I went to my doctors. I reported it to my doctors. My doctor told me to go to the police, and I said, it's in Australia. He said, go to the police and ask them to get in touch with Interpol. No word of a lie. So I indeed went to the police on this doctor's advice, and the police didn't deem it was necessary to do anything. They told me to stop using YouTube, block people on Facebook. Right, now this guy has got a real bad grudge against me because he thinks I'm involved with the police. He thinks I'm involved with someone else, and I'm not. I just followed this guy in 2019. I'd seen him on YouTube because I was following someone else, and I followed him. I made a comment underneath his video. It wasn't nasty, it was me supporting him. And he turned on me, right? And it wasn't only me he turned on several other people. And it was a vicious attack over nothing. And he started screenshotting my YouTube videos, making comments on his channel, and he started saying things about me, right? And I was put on depression tablets because of this guy's bullying. I was. An Australian guy. Just recently, I have been getting emails from an Australian guy. An Australian. Right, while I'm talking, I'm going to go into my emails. So, a few days ago, I started getting emails. I'm from Australia. And then he's entitled his email Old and Ugly. And he sends me a picture of a middle-aged man with black hair. So this guy is obviously not old and ugly. But when you get something in the face, old and ugly, so it looks to me like this guy is starting on me again for no reason at all. And then I get this barrage of shit on Instagram yesterday morning. I like your videos, I watch every one of them, they make me laugh. It's all done to undermine, to destroy, to stop you doing videos, and to upset. Right? So, they've tried, well, how do I know it's not this guy? They've tried this takeaway rubbish to upset me. somebody reported me to the Liverpool Job Centre. So you see, they keep trying to upset me and destroy me, so that they're doing everything to upset. And when I bounce back, they don't like it, so they try something else. Right? So we know somebody else has gone through this, sending takeaways to my door, unpaid for. Someone had taxis sent to their door. Right? Now this evil person started doing it to me. Now you put two and two together when someone else has gone through that, and suddenly I've gone through it as well. Someone sat indoors with a grudge. They obviously don't go to work, because you couldn't possibly bug someone 24/7 if you actually went to work. So 3 different Instagrams texted me yesterday, all taking the piss. So I blocked them, because that's what the police won't do anything, because they will tell you to block the person. So I had a message from Simon Rankin 2 days ago. It's supposed to be from Australia. Simon Rankin. Dear old mum, hey, looks like she did all the washing that day. I do live in Australia, but that picture I sent you was from my city. I live in Adelaide, which is in South Australia. Australia is massive. I have seen very little myself. I'm not much into travel. I'm a homebody and like it that way, but I do think I should see more of my country. If you're on the internet, Google Adelaide and you will see my area. I will take some local shots, maybe tomorrow. I never heard from this guy again, because I deactivated those messages. As soon as I deactivated those messages on Instagram, this guy stopped emailing me. I used to get a guy from Australia ring me up in my flat every time I was about to go outside, and I would get a headache, I would feel sick, and then I wouldn't be able to go out. So people can stalk you from other countries, and it can feel like they're in your flat outside, because I know this guy knows people in England. He said so. So Simon Rankin texted, well, he sent me this email entitled Old Fella. Old Fella. So this is the guy I was emailing in Australia, and he entitled the email Old Fella. And now I keep seeing guys with caps and glasses, old men. I had an email from somebody a few years ago who said that I was going to get raped by several men, and I went to the police, I reported it, and they did nothing. They said nothing. They said they did nothing about it. Nothing. Someone is a stalker. They're a stalker, that they go down every video, every Facebook post, every Instagram photograph. They're a sick individual, because it is malicious. It's malicious. It's not nice to be woken up in the morning with sarcastic comments and messages, taking the mickey out of me. It's not. This is my own hair. I'm not an old man. It's just, my sister went through it. But I haven't got a partner. I've got an ex-husband. I've got ex-boyfriends. But at the moment, I'm completely single. So who's doing it? I'm going to speak frankly. When my sister was married, she had a jealous husband. Every time she went to the phone box, he stood there watching her. He would tear out men out of magazines because my sister wasn't allowed to look at other men. My sister was walking around dressed like an old lady because she'd get accused of encouraging other men. But this guy's got nothing to do with me. He's nothing to do with me. He's my brother-in-law. But we've got someone with a sick, perverted attitude about it, women that wear short skirts are slags. I'm a bike, and then they're turning around and calling me an old man. So make up your mind. Am I a bike, or am I an old man? You see, it's very, very vicious. They're very dangerous. It's a very volatile situation. And this is where women get murdered because the police don't deem it necessary to do anything about it. Now, this has been going on with me for years. Luckily for me, I'm in a Fort Knox building. To get into this building, you get fed up, right? And to find it. But what I'm saying is, if this guy could be stalking me around the streets and I wouldn't even know who he was. Every time I go out, so I'll get a barrage of shit in the morning when I'm due to go out and walk Max. I'll get a barrage of crap when I go out in the afternoon, but it's worse at night. The evening walk is the worst. I wrote about it in my diary. The evening walk with Max is the worst. Sometimes at night, especially when it gets dark and you get dogs jumping all over you when you're walking through the pitch black on the field in the dark, and suddenly this big black dog comes out of nowhere and jumps on you, it's scary. It's frightening. I'm a woman on my own. I don't need to be intimidated. I don't need 7-foot men walking past me. I'm tiny. You put a 6'2" man up against a 5'5" woman, and I just come up to their shoulder. You can see I'm not a man for a start. Although there are some small men, of course. There are little men. But I'm a little woman. Now we're going through my mum's messages.
To your EE voicemail, you have 8 saved messages. First saved message. Received Monday, July 10th at 9:23 a.m. Reported dinner message deleted. Next saved message. Received Monday, July 10th at 11:06. Message deleted. Next saved message. Received Monday,
guys. So last night I watched a few YouTube videos and I started to get a bit depressed. I suffer from depression. So I went to bed about 11:30 last night and I felt depressed. Low, depressed, it was deadly quiet, I could not hear a thing. And I was depressed, but I went to sleep and I managed to sleep right through till 5 o'clock this morning, and I got up, had a bathroom break, laid back down, and I got up around 7:30, near it, and getting towards 8 o'clock in the morning. Financially, things have been terrible for a few days. We all go through it. We all do. The cost of living's gone up. It's gone up excruciating levels. Going into a shop with a fiver is now like years ago when you go into a shop with £1. You don't get hardly anything for it. Everything in the pound shop now is almost, not everything, but almost everything is over £1, right? Things are difficult for people. And I haven't been in the co-op since the 11th of July. And I haven't had a home shopping delivery since the last video on my channel showing you the Tesco shopping that I had, right? I have a home delivery once every 2 weeks and it's Tesco's, right? And I'm just like everybody else. You just ignore what's going on and you look after yourself. I feed myself, I shower myself, I look after myself, right? Whether other people are having home deliveries, whatever they're doing is their business. I've got to focus on looking after myself, right? And I do suffer from severe depression. And it can make you bedridden. It can make you feel awful. And yesterday I was fucking right down the bottom because of what's happened to me, because of this bully online, because I've been financially a bit short this week, right? I didn't go anywhere at the weekend. I feel isolated at times. I'm not saying I feel lonely because I've got a dog. If you've got a dog, you don't feel lonely. It's like having a little baby, you know. I look after him. So first thing this morning, whether I'm depressed or not, I've got to take that dog out for a walk. So you force yourself up. You make yourself do stuff, whether you feel like shit or you don't. I have no carer. No neighbour comes in and sees if I'm okay. I was at rock bottom last night, I admit it. That bully yesterday morning had sent me nearly over the edge. You know what I mean? I don't mean like that. I mean to the depths of despair, to feeling shitty about myself. Almost feeling like deleting my YouTube channel. And that is what they want. That's what they want. Keep putting you down. Old mama, old man, old and ugly. You can't see their face. The pictures they're sending me, they've stolen. They're a thief. They're a thief. They're a liar. And they need to accept that. But I'm not accepting that I'm old and ugly because I ain't. I'm not. And you see, if you listen to them, you go outside with that point of view in your head and all you can focus and see is old men. Old men everywhere. See? It fucks your head up. They brainwash you. They upset you. They trigger you into behaving in a manner that you don't want to behave in, by being cruel and nasty and venomous and evil. So this morning I've got up, I went out early with my dog and I thought, fuck you, asshole. No! If you don't like me, don't talk to me. It's as simple as that. If you don't like me, don't watch the videos, don't make yourself ill. I don't go down your YouTube videos, I don't go down your Facebook, I don't go down your Instagram, because I don't know who the fuck you are. Because you're a liar. If I knew somebody that was depressed, I certainly wouldn't make fun of them. If I knew someone that had something wrong with them, I wouldn't laugh. But you're not dealing with a person, you are dealing with a sick, narcissistic, horrible piece of work that needs a wake-up call and needs to be shown what happens when evil people like that continue to put somebody down. They need to be punished and see what their bullying can do to a person. Because I am a good person, I am a nice person, right? And when you send someone a card, you're sending it from your heart and you feel sorry for somebody. And then someone says, what did he call me? A turd, a shit. I've never come across somebody like that. That's nasty. See you later.